Too tired to go into those crypto that do minus 100% even when the liquidity was locked and everything seemed fine. But actually, I know how those things works, and then by just studying a few things on this page, you will be able to avoid most of the scams. And you know better than me that if you avoid the scams, you will be almost sure to make money, because there's nothing easier to make money when the market is going up. So that's why I'm going to show you in this video all the scams and everything that you can avoid. I did some scams myself, so I know how they... By the way, welcome on Hands on Finance, where we study what's happening on chain, because the blockchain is an open ledger, so we can see all the transactions, we make money, we lost money, for others more money, and make even more money, but also study what's happening in the smart contract. So don't forget to pour down your little matcha and let's analyze this. What no one will tell you is that it's the exact same scams in dating, whatever is catfish, massfish, ghosting, mental, Filipino VA, already taken, or even gold digger. All those scams that works in dating also work in crypto, and I'm going to debunk them one by one. With the first one, the catfish. The fake token is an easy one to find. You can just search the same name as the token that you are looking for. For example, here we got Trump. If I type the research Trump into the screener, I can see we have tons of different tokens with the same name. So to usually find the best one, you will check the one that is the oldest one. This is the simple rule of thumb. Catfish and the fake token, and I did it myself. Last time at the comedy show, this lady comes up to me and say, Antoine, I think I matched you on Bumble. I said, no, that's not possible. I'm not on Bumble. She said, oh, so this guy used your picture, and he texted me, after I had sex with you, can my flatmate have sex with you? I was like, this is disgusting. So this guy stole my pictures and also stole my words. The disrespect. Let's go to our second one, the mask phishing. Fake volume. This token will seem that pretty good. Wow, it's trending number 2. But let's make a quick check. And we're gonna put minimum 20 sold. And what do we see? What's happening? It's weird. We have one buying, one selling exactly at the same time with a high amount, and here and again with different wallets. Now then you know this. Sorry ladies, you may not like it, but if you see a lady with a generous chest and you can't see the top, usually it's just some plastic cup on top of it. This is fake volume. Exactly like that. But of course, not the ladies subscribed to Handsome Finance. I know you're better than that. And then we have the ghosting. The ghosting is simply removing the liquidity pool. This guy did it live. Look at him. He's even laughing about it. How could he? So you provide the liquidity, you don't lock it, and then you remove it. That's as easy as that. Don't worry, for each of those steps, I'm going to show you some simple ways to avoid them. And we have the honeypots. That's the mental one. That's the worst one. It's the worst one. When you're stuck with a mental one, you're in a bad position. What happened in a honeypot? This is a classic example. Is that you buy, but you can't sell. Only them can. And some people will come on this chart and be like, wow, this is so beautiful. I want to buy this. Look at that. Someone put $4,000 of it. But let me show you a few signs that you can see already. First, all the people selling, they never bought. That's one red flag. Second red flag, normally a structure of a candle is the open price, the close price, and the upper shadow, lower shadow with the movement that happened. But here we have none on that. And oh my God, you will see the price going up. You will be so frustrated. For example, if I want to buy this token with based bot, it tells me, be careful, it's not open source. It means that this contract, someone can have the control of it. So I could lose everything. Let me make a micro buy to show you how it would work. I bought it. Of course, I have all my limit orders created. And now let's try to sell it. Boom. Oh, it didn't work. Why? Because it told you here, do not trade it, the security. This is something that actually the developers are working on to improve, but this will help you to avoid going into those. Which actually leads me to the Filipino VA, which is another open source contract. In dating is you talk to a profile, but it's actually someone else who outsourced this profile. So you think, oh, I'm getting the best ladies, but what happened is that you're talking to some dudes in the Philippines. And I know a friend did this, and he was scheduling all these dates like that. Crazy, right? Then we get also the ones that are already taken, but they're still on the dating apps. And there is a problem of ownership here. So this is more for Solana, by the way, but this one is easily checkable. A great example would be here, Bad Dog on Solana, trending number 1. Look at that. We get all the markers up. And a strange graph that goes up like this. A lot of people who are not subscribed to Handsome Finance and didn't activate the notification bell are getting wrecked one by one. What can I do if people don't click subscribe? As Base is not yet available on Solana, but it's coming, I can use TTF bot. That would give me also full scan on the contract on Solana, and I can see here one red flag that is mintable. So usually ownership, they can still modify some stuff about the token, and the mintable, we will see it later, is that they can basically print more tokens. Sometimes you have tokens that do a combo. They have the liquidity that they removed, they did unlock. They have a copy, tons of tokens are created with it. And on top of that, they are scam. Well, the checkers here don't say anything, but if I check on Based, I know that this is not open source, so I would not trade this one. Then we have the gold digger with the whitelist and the blacklist. Hey, no judgment. I have been one of those. I talked about my sugar mommy story in a previous video. How to be whitelisted? You kind of have to be in the code, I'm sorry. But usually it's like, okay, user is not whitelisted, and they will whitelist only their own wallets or blacklist everything else. So you're not able to buy and sell. Only few will be able to sell. This is a smart way, and this is the game we play. You will see that, okay, only few addresses can buy or sell. This was used a lot into NFTs to say, okay, you got whitelisted, so your wallets can buy first, but you can use it also in your meme coins, saying that only your group of friends is able to sell, and the other one they can only buy. The most deceptive one is the pay-to-play, the minting, and we saw that one just before, and actually another one is being minted. One token that you use all the time, and US dollars, euros, they all have infinite minting. I know this is annoying, but this is the game we play. And once you understand that, you can avoid most of the scams. So I put all the links, of course, in the description, but what you should know now is you need to change your strategy to avoid those, because doing this alone is pretty hard. But if you follow what it says in this video with this strategy, everything should be smoother. So check that one. And of course, don't forget one thing before you leave. What is it again? Yes, of course, you know it. Stay handsome. Ciao.